It's older than the state of Wisconsin, listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and currently transports around 1 million travelers each year. The Merrimac Ferry began service in the 1840s, transporting horses and buggies across the Wisconsin River, reportedly for a 35-cent fee. The first coal sack ferry made its debut in 1924. Built in Dubuque, Iowa, it carried up to 8 vehicles. The name coal sack comes from a phonetic combination of the two counties the ferry connects, Columbia and Sauk. The Coal Sack II was christened in 1963. Built by Marinette Marine Corporation, the Coal Sack II cost about $77,000 and could carry up to 12 vehicles. Despite an interstate system bridge about 12 miles away, tourists still flocked by the thousands to take the half-mile boat trip across the Wisconsin River, an indication of the ferry's nostalgic appeal that still resonates today. In the spring of 2003, the Coal Sack III entered service. The $2.2 million ferry was built by Basic Marine in Escanaba, Michigan, and handles up to 15 vehicles. The state's only free ferry, the Coal Sack III, is owned by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation and operated by the Columbia County Highway Department. Along with serving as a vital transportation link as part of State Highway 113, the Merrimac Ferry is a major economic and tourism generator, carrying over 300,000 vehicles each year back and forth across the Wisconsin River. For the Columbia County Highway Department workers who operate the ferry, being part of its 175-year-old history is almost a privilege. Ferry operators like Tim Goldade typically work 3 12-hour shifts, followed by 3 days off. Goldade says piloting the ferry is an interesting but sometimes challenging job.
And time just seems to fly right by. The only bad thing is with bad weather, it's just like driving your vehicle. This thing with the wind and the waves is a whole different animal to drive. During high winds and big waves, we are instructed to actually park the ferry because it will bang up and down on the landings, obviously, with the cars trying to get on and off. It's not a good thing.
Many people are surprised to learn the ferry does not use any propellers to get back and forth across the river. Instead, it's guided by 3 cables attached to the riverbanks. Along with a center drive cable, 2 outer cables keep the ferry on the proper alignment. The ferry's diesel engine powers electrical and hydraulic systems, along with the cable drive mechanism. As an operator, Goldade says his main duty is to help people get on and off the ferry safely.
The main thing is to safely cross the public in their vehicles or walking, whatever. And the traffic control, we run the ramps up and down individually, and we load and unload in an efficient manner where we're doing both at the same time.
The ferry operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, during warmer weather months, generally between April and November, or whenever ice forms on the river. Depending on when you take the ferry, traffic can be backed up considerably, especially on weekends. So be patient and wait for your turn to drive aboard.
The main thing is stay in the lane you're in and pay attention to the red and green lights. If you're in a lane that we don't want you in, but the green light is on a different lane, proceed to that lane, because we try not to run as many ramps as we have to just for maintenance and wear and tear. So that's why you need to pay attention to the red and green lights as you would at a street corner.
Once on the ferry, pull your vehicle as far ahead as reasonably possible to allow other vehicles to get on. Once parked, you're free to get out of your vehicle and enjoy the scenery during the 7-minute trip across the river. In the winter months, Goldade operates a snowplow to help keep roadways safe for travel. But given the choice, he prefers piloting the ferry.
Look at my office. I'm on the water 12 hours a day. I get to watch the sun come up and sun go down, and it's actually a very relaxing, enjoyable job.
Anytime you're traveling Wisconsin roadways, be sure to buckle up, watch your speed, and eliminate distractions. And if you're in the Merrimac area, about 20 miles northwest of Madison, treat yourself to a relaxing, historic trip aboard the Merrimac Ferry.